Tuesday. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It's your girl Latoya. We are back for another episode of Behind the Music. Welcome. Listen, y'all. I already started playing the jams in the background. This song is just so well produced in all of its elements. Oh. And best believe you might hear it a couple times throughout this live. Today's guest is obviously the singer of this song, the producer of this song. Flowercity Ace is in the house. I'm so excited to have him on. But before we get into the good, okay, I gotta tell you some things. I gotta tell you some things about Loud Army, okay? First of all, big up Loud Army because they are a partner here. They helped us launch this podcast, launch this amazing platform for emerging artists, and they continue to support. So if you don't already know about them, definitely check them out after this live, though. After this live, it's Loud Army offers a bunch of services, but primarily they have a streaming service. They have a streaming platform that works kind of similar to, you know, your Apple Music, your Spotify, your Amazon Music, but instead of artists getting pennies, they get 50% of the revenue that comes in. So if that's something that aligns with you as an artist or aligns with you as a music lover, because best believe you will be able to discover so many amazing rising artists from across this country and even internationally. So make sure to go tap in to Loud Army because that is definitely the spot to be. But do it after this live, okay? After. All right, so before I get too carried away with the intro, I want to welcome on our guests, and then I'll do the intro with them here, okay? All right. So I need all of y'all to drop your favorite emoji for our guest, Flowercity Ace, and enjoy the vibes as he comes on, all right? And once again, the song you're playing in the background is called Passenger Princess. Hey!
What's going on?
How are you?
Good, how you doing?
I'm good. Are you in the studio right now?
Indeed. I am in the
Amazing. Okay. So I initially got introduced to your music through your remix history performance. I was in the audience and I was just like absolutely blown away by your performance. I was like, this kid has the best vocals. He's very clear. You have a clear sense of your brand identity and like everything just came together so well. You had dancers, the background. It's just like it was all, I was like in your world with you as you were performing that night.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I didn't know you were there, actually. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I got to see it live. And I know, like, I wasn't the only one. You had a bunch of supporters there and people who tuned in online as well, yeah?
100%. Yeah, a lot of people came out.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, what was that performance like for you?
It was amazing. I say, I've been performing all my life, right? But that was my 5th official performance on a stage being an artist. You know what I'm saying? You know, Flowercity Ace. So to see the progression and to get to history, you know what I mean? That's one of the biggest platforms in the city right now.
Yeah.
100+ people, that's a stamp right there. You know, it felt amazing. Euphoric even.
Yeah, definitely. You made history at history, representing Brampton, like. Yeah, man, y'all did that. That's awesome, though. That's great.
You're from Brampton?
Pardon?
Are you from Brampton?
I'm not.
Just making sure. Just wondering.
Okay. Why?
No, the way you said putting on for Brampton, I figured maybe you were from the city.
Yeah. No, unfortunately not. But we're both from the same country.
Oh, we're on the same team, you know?
Exactly. Okay, so that night you were performing Passenger Princess, which is now out.
Mm-hmm.
and the production is freaking amazing. You know, sometimes I get nervous because when I hear a song performed live before it's released, it
Yeah.
sounds really good and I'm in awe. And then, you know, you hear the release version, and you're like, oh, that's a little different. But this time there was consistency. So I'm grateful for that.
Okay. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I was definitely nervous, you know. I'm human at the end of the day.
Yeah, of course, of course. And obviously, too, you're still developing as an artist and as a creative. But
Yeah.
I feel like this is one of your most soulful songs.
100% to date. I got some stuff in the vault though that you guys haven't heard yet, but it's there. Yeah.
Okay, okay, amazing. Was there a particular story or certain somebody that inspired the song?
Of course, there's always gonna be a certain muse or a specific somebody behind the music, but um, I mean, as far as the story goes, I remember being on the highway on my way to the studio, and it was a beautiful day. It was a nice sunny day, and I figured, you know, I looked to my passenger seat and there was nobody sitting there. I figured, what made this day even better? And there, you know, the rest is history. Passenger princess, you know.
Oh my goodness. So you're manifesting through this single.
Yeah, there you go. You can say that.
Ah, okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. So, I was gonna like initially when I was like putting together these questions, I was like, I want to ask him the origin of his name, but like it's just the nickname of Brampton.
Yeah, really no cool, you know, story
Yeah.
behind it. It's like if you know where I'm from, you know the Flower City's that.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah. So for those that don't know though,
Named up.
Brampton's nickname is Flower City. It has a lot of like floral heritage to it. Do you know any of those like facts that are affiliated to Brampton?
I wish I did. I wish I could just come in here and tell you all the facts about the flowers and shit, but I really don't. I really, it's just a cool name.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That resonated with you, right? So, what does inside your mind, and when you're like in the studio and you're creating these songs and you're creating your world, what does your Flower City look like?
My Flower City. It looks like downtown Brampton. You know what I mean? It looks like the YMCA. It looks like Union, you know, Union Street. It looks like bus station, the bus stop. I mean, it looks like the high schools we went to.
Yeah.
You know, it's really a mixture of anything from the burbs to the hood. You know, that's Brampton.
Fair, fair, fair. What's your favorite memory in Brampton?
My favorite memory. Wow, I spent most of my life in Brampton, so I there's a multitude. I don't even know if I could come up with one off the top of my head. But yeah, there you go, Shoppers World, all that. Um, if I could come up with one particular memory, I guess from the top of my head, it'd just be those days in the YMCA. I was a hooper before I started making music, so I spent a lot of time at the local gym. That's where I found a lot of my closest friends today.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's awesome.
People in the live, by the way, too. Shout out to everyone in the live. I see Tia in the cut, Quincy, EA, my homie NB, who's also a Brampton native, Adan. You know, shout out to everyone in
Shout
the live.
out to y'all. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section or press the question mark icon, and we'll definitely get those answered as well. Okay, so from the YMCA to now this studio, producing your music, how has your music journey been so far? Like, how would you describe it?
Yeah, it's been a journey, you know, to say the least. I feel like starting out, I was trying to find an identity, you know, just through the motions, inspired by the people who I listen to. You know, I was a music lover first. You know, I was a fan first. And so coming into music, just seeing the people who I was inspired by, trying to mimic that. And then as time went on, I've been doing this for probably like 5, 6 years seriously. Just finding my identity through that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, like you were saying, you started as mimicking some of the greats. So like that includes Drake, Michael Jackson, Bob Marley.
So yeah. 100%.
but now you've crafted this sound. Like my favorite song from yours is definitely the most recent one. It's just so soulful. It's so raw. It's so passionate. And I feel like it pulls in all of those different elements that you've been alluding to in like your other songs.
Hmm.
But I don't know, it's just done so like gracefully in Passenger Princess.
Thank you. I feel like the soul is it's something that people gravitate towards. You know, a lot of people say that same thing. It's very soulful, you know, and it's a part of a sound that I've come to know and love
Yeah.
recently. I mean,
Yeah, for sure. So this soulful side of you, is this now the new Floral City, or is this just another side of you that you're exposing us to? Is this just an era? Like I'm curious.
yeah, it's definitely a sneak peek into the new the new music that's to come.
Mhm.
You know, I
Mhm.
would have put in a box to say this is the only lane I'm headed towards, but looking for, if you fucked with Passenger Princess, you could rest assured that, you know, you're gonna love what's coming.
Okay, okay, that gets me really excited.
It,
Like I need to attend all of your live performances coming up as well. You know how to put on a show.
yeah,
Okay. So that's the front of the scenes, right? Like that's your brand identity, what you project, but there's also the behind the scenes of the music industry, which also intertwines itself with the business side of that. How has that journey been for you, you know?
the business, it comes hand in hand, right? When we start making music, it's like, okay, we're doing this because it's a hobby or something that we love, or I mean, whatever the case may be. And then when you grow up, you get older and you realize, okay, now I have to make a living. I mean, I have to turn this into a business if I want to get to these places that the people who inspired me have gotten, you know. And then the business side comes into effect when you understand that the things that you learn, sorry, I'm getting notifications. The things that you learn will help you put yourself in that position.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah. Okay, so elements of that is finding a team, figuring out how to distribute your music if you want to do it independently, if you want to go through somebody else, like how has those like micro segments of the business side been going so far, you know? Let's start
yeah,
with the team first, let's say.
yeah, team. That's like the most important step. You know what I mean? That's like step number one, entering the business. Um, the team players are the people who are gonna be the ones who have your back. You know, the ones who introduce you to opportunities. Likewise, the people who you confide in. You know, the people who you can be vulnerable around and say, you know, this is what I'm struggling with, or this is the idea I have. And these are the people who are, if they're real, if you've chosen the right people, if your spirit of discernment has led you to the right people, they'll tell you, listen, this is an amazing idea. We can do this. Or they'll tell you, you know what? That's not the best idea. That was a shit idea. That was whatever the case may be. Like, however people keep it real with you,
Right.
however whatever you're willing to accept and whatever you're willing to attract as far as like, you know, the realness is what you'll receive through a
Yeah,
team.
absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. But that is it's hard.
It
That's
is.
hard to do.
It is.
It's hard to find honest
But
people.
that's why it's
But
step number. You know what I mean? That's
yeah.
why it's the most important step, because it's like you can't get past that step without running into people that maybe you thought they were a certain way and then you realize that they weren't, or you know, the vice versa. Maybe you thought that this person didn't have your best interest and you went through the storm together and you realize, you know what, this person has my back. You know,
Yeah.
you have to let time do its thing. You know, you
You have
can't
to
rush.
listen, you're speaking to my soul. Because sometimes I'm hating on time. I'm like, no, let's do it now. Let's do it today. Let's get it going.
Gotta be patient, man. You gotta be patient, girl.
It's crazy. Okay, so have you figured out any tips or tricks when it comes to finding the right team members? Like you mentioned a really important word earlier, like discernment, having discernment. Have you been able to like figure out the best way to discern between people when it comes to bringing them onto your team?
Mhm. Again, I'd start with saying time. right? Because you can't rush into that process. It's like it's a marriage in a sense. It's a relationship, a long-term relationship. You don't want to rush those. But even in the initial stages in meeting people, you want to use your intuition. Like someone in the eyes and be like, okay, I fuck with this person. I like the spirit. I fuck with their soul. Something about their energy. It's like those are like kind of trigger words nowadays, but
Yeah.
people use them. People use them in
Because
vain, but
vibration is real. Who wants to be around a low vibrating human being? Not me.
it's very real. So
Yeah.
those are what you want to do in the early stages. Really,
Yeah.
really your spirit to guide you, and
Yeah.
don't rush into nothing. For
Hmm.
sure.
Hmm.
A piece of advice that I got early from a friend of mine named Trendy. He
Yeah.
we were in a group setting, and I expressed how I was trying to find a team, and I told him like I told the group like I'm looking for a group of people who can help me out or whatever the case may be. I'm looking for a manager. I'm looking for this, that, and third. And he's like, listen, don't
Hmm.
look, don't look, attract. I mean, the people who are meant for you will find you. Do your thing. Keep your head down. Stay integral, and they'll find your way to you.
Wow. Wow. See, now that's really trusting the process.
Yeah, right. Or it's
Yeah.
easier said than done. I'll tell you that for sure.
It,
For sure.
it it did what? Sorry?
I said it's easier said than done.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. 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 Earlier, you also mentioned the importance of figuring out how to make music a business. For you, have you been able to find successful streams of income within music, and like what has been the most beneficial for you?
100%. Um, Early on, it was streaming, right? Like that's the first uh stream of income for me. Um, but as you progress and you find passions through music, you see that there's different things like clothing. Clothing is a huge way that people make money. Whether it's merch or if you really want to dive into the world of fashion like Kanye or like a Pharrell Williams. And then there's performances. Whether you want to get in the club and make a quick bag, or you play the long game and do ticket sales. I mean, there's a multitude of ROIs in the music business. I was literally just talking to my
Yeah,
people today. Um, and then there's things like sync opportunities where you can find your music in commercials or TV shows and movies and whatnot.
absolutely.
There's a world of opportunity in this music to make your money.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And even just like the sync opportunities in terms of royalties from that and like the
Yeah,
replays that you can get from that is astronomical. I don't
yeah.
All right, but yeah, it's definitely um it's a
Sky,
good revenue source. But for you, what have you been able to find most successful so far?
all of those. Honestly,
All of those.
I've
Oh, nice.
have my foot in all of those sources of revenue.
Yeah.
Most successful, I'd say performances have been the most lucrative for me. I
Okay.
haven't any, but I've been blessed enough that I've been able to get paid through them.
Nice. Mhm.
And like I said, I'm in the process. Like I haven't been, not to downplay myself. I'm being real with you. I'm not in a space where music is
Yeah.
my end all be all. I don't live off of me. You know what I mean? I'm still on the grind to be able to, so I'm still hustling. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so like long term, do you want to be a full-time artist long term?
Of course, that's the goal.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
the main goal. But I'm 5 years deep, and I have a long way to go. I'm gonna be here for a while.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
it's so good to know that because I feel like now, especially within our generation, we always want just like rapid success and
Right.
instant gratification. So it's really important to understand the timeline and how long it's actually going to take to get there. So I mean, like you said you don't want to downplay yourself, but either way, I feel like you still have a great understanding of where you want to go and the vision for your career.
Of course.
Yeah. Amazing. So, we were talking about music business, but it also made me think about your experience in remix. Has being a part of the remix community helped you to learn more of those aspects of music business and been able to give you access to leverage certain opportunities?
For sure. Shout out to the remix people. A lot of what remix taught me was how important community is. You know, um, the Passenger Princess video was shot by a friend of mine through remix named Michael Mamek. Just off of the strength of me having a photo shoot that day with another remix, participant of my year saying, one of my homies is opening up a car business and he has this sick vintage car and I feel like you'd be the perfect fit. And I'm like, yo, of course. Like why wouldn't I want to be a part of that? And I mean,
Yeah.
we pulled up and my homie Michael was like, yo, can I come? I just want to, maybe take some behind the scenes footage or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
He ended up through I called out one of my homegirls and we ended up shooting a full music video, like it was a lyric video, it was like content throughout the day, but that wouldn't have been the case hadn't it been for remix,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's amazing. That's amazing. What are some other like key gems you were able to obtain by attending their program?
Key gems would be hmm, it's a good question. Mind you, it's a 9-month program, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like you go into the program understanding that you're about to be in this space for the next 9 months. We're about to be some type of figurative child, baby. Like I said that in the beginning, like this is a 9-month process. What other processes in life do you know that's a 9-month period of cultivating something? You
Mm-hmm.
know, a pregnancy, like a figurative, a symbolic pregnancy.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of it, I was blessed enough to have a body of work to look at and listen to, and eventually the world will see it and listen to it. If anything, that would be my gem. I was in the studio every day, every day. You know what I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. Oh, that's so good. I love the fact that they're able to impact people, but like also how tangible the program is. Like the fact that you can walk away and be like, yo, like this is what I did. And like not only did you have like the project of work, but you also made friends and then you were able to build on that project of work that you did throughout the program. So it's so sick. That's so good.
100%.
Yeah. So
Shout
shout out to Remix. Okay, so rewinding to the beginning of your music career,
Mhm.
you said that you have to give your mom credit for planting the seed. What elements, how did she plant the seed when it came to you pursuing entertainment?
My mom is like the tree of talent and personality and charisma, and I'm the apple that just didn't fall too far from it, you
Yeah.
know. So like I was raised by a single mother. Mind you, it took a village. It definitely took a village to raise me. Um, but she was like my father figure. She was my mother. She was my agent. She was my manager. She was everything she was my basketball coach, literally, like, so I looked up to her from young. My personality is like damn near the same as hers. We look alike, all that. So it's like, you know, I am
Mm-hmm.
I'm but a a, a younger version. I'm
Yeah, absolutely.
voice of an angel. Like, and she's an actor. She's a talented actress. She's been on Broadway. She's been in movies with like superstars, you know. She's like that.
Mm.
Yeah, when I started music, I dropped out of college. I was in the States. I was playing basketball. Dropped out of college to pursue music, and I told my mom. Obviously, it was a heartbreaking experience with family because, I'm the one who's going to college. I'm, you know, bound to get a degree, maybe go pro or whatever the case may be. So telling her was hard. It was hard to break the news. After time went by and she figured like, my serious, she was the first person on board. First person, very supportive. Oh, now she comes to my meetings with me and she's momager. So yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, do you ever make any projects that you're like, I don't know if I want my mom to listen to this? Like,
Honestly,
she sounds like she's really in there, like she's involved in your career.
yeah. And like for most people, maybe if they were telling lies or like making stories up or living a double life, their parents wouldn't be so supportive or wouldn't want to listen to it. But like, my mom knows what it is. My mom's a G. Like, she was the first person to listen to my music when I was younger and like, or starting music, and I'd show her like, listen to the track I just made, da da da. She'd be like, this is okay. Like, you're talking kind of crazy or like, like shit like that. Nowadays, it's like she loves my music. Even if I'm talking about some player shit, she's like, I'd rather you talk about that because I know that's you rather
Mm-hmm.
than me. I never did no crazy, crazy hard shit in the streets. Like, I never shot nobody. You know what I mean? Like, I can't sit here and lie and rap about that. But when I do make music about the life that I live, mom's like,
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. You're lucky. You're lucky. She's supportive. She's involved. She cares. Like, that's beautiful.
yeah, 100%, 1000%.
Yeah. What kind of records was she spinning or shows she was playing when you were younger that has influenced your career?
I'm loving these questions, by the way. You're very good at what you do.
Oh, thank you.
She would spin like Sade, spin lots of gospel around me. I wasn't allowed to listen to like hip hop and shit until I was like 10, 11, you know? She would spin like a lot of smooth jazz, or some early R&B, like 2000s R&B influences. Um, Reggae music, lots of reggae in the crib. You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Nice, nice, nice. Okay, okay. I'm waiting for that reggae track. That-
It's in the vault though. I'll say that. I'll say there's
I
some
know
vibe.
it's coming. You can have a feature on there. I'll allow it.
100%. Yachty.
That's dope. Oh, sorry. Can you repeat that?
I said I'm a yachty too, so it only makes sense.
Exactly, exactly. Okay, so your mom is your manager, momager in all the essence, and I'm sure she also helped you in the beginning parts of your career. So, like, not only are you an artist, but I'm sure a lot of people know you're also an actor. You've been on, is it Zoe? Zoe? I messed it up. What is it?
No, it's okay.
Zoink. It's Zoink, isn't it?
I mean, regardless of how you said it, it's just funny that you brought it up. But yeah, I
Okay.
I was
Zoink. No, but there's more. There's Zoink. There's Most Dangerous Games. There's Corners, and then there's Accused, which also had Nick Cannon on it. That's kind of cool. Did you get to meet Nick Cannon?
he wasn't in the episode I was in, but shout out
Ah,
Nick,
yeah. Shout out
the
Nick.
GOAT.
What
Yeah.
did you film it? Did you film that in the States?
It was in Toronto. I filmed it in Toronto.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Cool, 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 cool. All right, cool. Okay, so based on your entire experience within the entertainment scene, both television, music, what has been the biggest lesson that you've learned?
Hmm. I'd say it all comes. It's not a matter of if, it's more so just when.
Mm,
Put the work in.
absolutely, absolutely. So we see you putting the work in right behind you right now. You were kind of alluding to it throughout the interview, but what can we expect from you next?
Yeah, like I said, we got the project coming. You know, I won't speak too tough on it right now. I'll um I'll just let the work speak for itself as the year progresses. But expect beautiful music, beautiful women, beautiful people. You know what I mean? Beautiful cinematography, amazing pictures, and amazing opportunities. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be around for a while. So, you know, when I'm outside, I'd love for the community to be outside with me. Like all the people who support me. You know what I mean, shout out my dog Jay Trills in the cut right now. But all the people in the city, whether it's from my city, whether it's from Toronto, whether it's from anywhere in the world, wherever I'm going, just be outside with me. I mean, my feet are gonna be on concrete this year. You know, I'll be around. So when I'm outside, be outside. Yeah,
Okay. I'm gonna try to make it out because you're
there you go.
freaking phenomenal. So I want to see you live as often as you can. When you were talking about merch, I got excited. I was like, oh, should I get a
Yeah,
hat? Should I get a shirt?
it's coming. All that vinyls, all that, everything you.
Yeah, man. Okay, so y'all heard it here first. Stay tuned. Make sure you're locked in. We have people saying that you're already at the top of their playlist, so big up yourself. That concludes this interview. I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your art. And
Of
I
course,
can't wait to hear more.
I appreciate you for having me. You did an
Absolutely.
amazing. I had fun.
Thank you. Thank you so much. For those that don't know or need to know more, where can they find you?
You can find me on all platforms at FlowerCity Ace. I'm on Apple Music. I'm on Spotify. I'm on SoundCloud. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, all that. At Flower City Ace.
That's today's episode. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for more conversations with artists in Canada.